Hey guys, good morning. Well, it's actually afternoon, just afternoon. I'm sitting at the computer and I am doing my homework that is due tonight, I know. But I've been so engulfed and wrapped up in the girls stuff that I haven't had a chance to like sit down. By the end of the day, I'm exhausted. I've been exhausted, but like this is a whole nother level. So today we were doing schoolwork for 3 hours or so this morning, and I woke up to another email that school's been extended again till April 24th. So we still have at least another month of this, and honestly it's probably going to be, you know, the owner, or I don't know, whatever he is, the founding people of the girls' school or president, something, I don't know, emailed us and was like, you know, we're really trying to gear up for the kids to come back to school for the last month. And I just, at this point, don't foresee it. So I'm not trying to get my hopes up or anything like that. Right now I'm trying to stay in a peaceful mindset, because I feel like this is just not only scary and stressful for everybody, but I mean overly stressful for people that have kids at home that are having to worry about teaching them and stuff. And right now we have those packets. Next week we'll have packets, but in the email it did say that we were going to transition to Google Classroom, which I've heard good and bad things about. So I'm pretty nervous about that. But you know, it is what it is. We're just kind of taking it one day at a time. And at the end of each of the girls' lessons, it's just, I'm like, all right, good job. We move on, because no matter how many times we argue or yell or whatever, it's going to happen again tomorrow. Because it's so much harder, especially when you have, I can imagine it's not that difficult when you have just one kid that you're trying to teach, or two bigger kids. But when you have bigger kids mixed with little kids that still need your attention, Autumn doesn't understand. She understands to sit still, but to keep her entertained and have her sitting still, the big girls are interested in what she's doing. I can't really, Emmy can do her homework in her room, but she still needs to be verified, and there are a couple things that I have to read off to her, and she has to, you know, pronounce back to me or write them down, like her Spalding words and stuff like that. And the whole thing is just, you came out of it, Lola. We got that delivered, the robot litter box, and very expensive purchase, but so far we're hoping it's well worth it, because her litter box in our laundry room has been a nightmare. She gets litter everywhere. It smells so bad, and we have clean fresh clothes in there, jackets, shoes that stay in there, and we walk by there day in and day out, coming in and out of the garage, and it's just so gross. It's just been bothering me ever since she's gotten bigger and goes to the bathroom quite a lot. I don't know how people that have multiple cats do it. So we invested in that hefty purchase, and we bought that before this whole corona thing. It's been here for about a week, and we just he hasn't really been home to have the time to integrate her into it, for us to transition her over to it. So he just set it up this morning, and now she's just kind of like checking it out. She just jumped out of there, so here's hoping, because it was a very expensive purchase for her not to be able to use it. I think it'll be fine. She seems to be an adaptable cat, so we'll see. But anyway, it just, I don't even know what I was talking about. So my homework, needless to say, has had a back burner for the girls' stuff, because it's just been one of those things, like, oh, that I was preparing myself to be out longer than I'm preparing for them not to go back to school until August, and even then, who knows. But right now in my mind, I'm like, okay, if we have to give up on the rest of the school year, maybe we can at least have school in August. The thing that kind of stinks, I'm glad I didn't buy any uniforms, because I was this close to buying a couple of shirts for the girls and some more shorts, because they both, well, Maddie's like grown out of her stuff, and Emmy's stuff is just getting a little raggedy. So I was this close to buying them, and buying Emmy a new pair of black shoes, because hers are completely torn up. And I'm so glad I didn't, because they probably wouldn't have lasted till August if we don't go back to school. And if they do go back to school for a month, I'm just going to tell them to suck it up for the month, because there's no sense in investing the money if they're going to be there for just a few weeks. So anyway, the whole thing is just crazy. I know I'm not alone. We're all not alone. San Antonio is now on a lockdown, or stay at home. I call it a lockdown. It's stay at home protocol, whatever that is. So unfortunately, Andres is still considered essential. So he's off today, but he does leave the house every single day, and I'm here for the most part by myself. There are, you know, the majority of the days he's home for an hour or two at some point, whether it's in the morning or in the evening, but overall I'm by myself, and it is a struggle day in and day out, especially when, like I said, I can't really keep Autumn and Everly entertained too much when I'm doing homework, especially when I'm by myself. Today was a little easier because I had him as well. He was cooking breakfast while we were doing homework. He was helping, you know, to take care of Autumn and Everly, and they just were, it's easier with him here, but it's still, it's tough to have so many kids at home and having to do all of it yourself, you know. So anyway, I'm finally sitting down to do my homework. I typed up my soap note, so that's ready to go. I just need to film my video with Andres, and right at this point we're gonna either have to wait till nap time or tonight when they go to bed. And I feel like tonight when they go to bed is probably pushing it, considering it's a 30-minute video, so we'll see. And because we are on a stay-at-home protocol, everyone is just kind of locked up for the time being. I think the protocol is like you can go 50 feet from your house for exercise, but no gathering in parks, which we weren't doing any of that anyway. The only people we were seeing was like Mom and Nin, and even that I think we're going to, I mean, even though we're all quarantined at home, we're just going to stay at home as much as possible. I have games and stuff now that I got in grocery pickup, and I have an Amazon order coming eventually. Who knows when it'll make it here. So I think we're fine as far as being in the house. Still haven't heard anything from work. In fact, I talked to the scheduler yesterday, and she's like, what's going on? She's like, I got your paperwork incompleted, and I was like, I don't know. I do not know. I will call again. So anyway, it's just been a whole mess, but I'm not the only one that's in a mess, you know. So I'm just taking it day by day, and honestly at this point I'm so tossed up whether I even want to go back to the hospital, because I just want to do what's best for my family. And as selfish as that sounds, I was already considering not going back to work even before this whole thing started, and now I'm just kind of like, maybe this is a sign, because I can't get my paperwork to submit the way that it's supposed to without jumping through all these hoops, which is ridiculous. And I know it's because the whole system is being taken over right now, but because of that I'm like, maybe I should just call it quits and just finish my schooling and go from there. I don't know, I'm tossed up every single day. So anyway, that's what's going on in my life right now. I'm gonna work diligently to get my homework done. That way I can kind of relax and then just film the video with Andres and turn it all in and be done. And then I have some more homework due on Saturday, but I can relax for today and do it tomorrow or Friday. It doesn't require anything crazy. And then I have one video due next Wednesday. That's my full head-to-toe assessment again, like I had to do in pediatric. And then I start a new class. So, you know, it's going by super fast, and it's crazy how quickly all this stuff is happening. Yet I was telling Andres today, it feels like this has been forever, and it's been 2.5 weeks that we've been in like uncertainty. And that's not even honestly the full week of spring break. We didn't even know that this was all going to happen. So it's been like 2 weeks, maybe 12 days. So crazy. She's waiting for it to move. We had her over here when it was moving, and she was freaking out. Go in, baby. Oh, see, no one's here to hurt you. We're just tired of cleaning your litter box all day, every day. See, you're gonna be a good girl. I wish I had been recording when that was funny. That was like one of those videos when they get afraid of something. Everyone's here cheering you on, baby. The whole family. Don't trap her. Don't trap her. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. She already went to the bathroom in it, but when we turned it on to cycle, she was having a baby meltdown. Had to make sure the girls understood not to be trying to get in it. Nope, she's like, nah, forget y'all.
Don't leave us. I have my own.
Okay, we had a very easy cereal dinner. We had a really good breakfast this morning and a good lunch. So we just had a very easy cereal dinner tonight. That's what the girls had. I had leftovers for lunch, so I'm doing fine right now. Andres and I filmed my video that was due tonight. I already uploaded it, submitted my assignment. I feel good. So now that they're done with dinner, we're waiting to feed Everly, and then I think we're gonna go in the front yard and let the girls play with some chalk or something because, oh my gosh, they're getting a little cray. Now she's coming to it.
I think it's better like when you try to show something or something like that.
She has to do it on her own?
If you hold it like she'll be like,
yeah, she thinks that you're holding her for a reason.
You have to do something.
Outside, doing jacks.
You're doing chucks.
And you're shrinking. Adam says I'm going high, but I'm not going high at all.
Just be careful.
I mean, it's going higher.
Mm-hmm. Let me turn on the light. Bella, you want to come in? I know, well, she wanted to come back in. Beautiful drawings. Just be careful, Emmy, swinging that way, that she doesn't walk behind you. Okay. Just be careful, you have about 5 minutes and it's going to be too dark, okay? Yeah. Okay, so after we've got a few baths done.
Except for mine.
Yeah, Emmy's the only one that needs to bathe. Still, we did Everly earlier. Then Maddie went and took a shower. The rest helped Autumn. And now we're just kind of waiting for bedtime. Really, it's past their bedtime. So I got the bright idea to kind of clean the grout. It's something that I wanted to get cleaned, honestly, before this whole thing started. And I never did. So I was like, you know what? No time like the present. Because our grout is disgusting. We've never cleaned it, like, other than sweeping and mopping.
Can I do it?
Yeah, you can grab your toothbrush. Oh, you want to do this?
Can I?
Sure. Wipe
Mommy,
it.
can I get some more
And then you're going to dip it in the water.
Okay.
And then you have to wring it. So just wipe it in one direction like this. Look, get
a
up.
lot done.
Wipe like this. And then, see how dirty it is? You wring it out in the water. And yeah, so I don't even know if this is, I'm sure you can do this a lot better. But trust me when I tell you it's working. Look at how dirty that water is. So I just put a concoction together. The girls are actually helping me. I told them no, they wanted to. So, you know, you don't argue when children want to scrub the floor. So, I mean, even just a little bit of a difference there you can see from here to here. Here to here. So we're going to just work on this, you know, why not? Spring cleaning at its finest.
Right here, man.
And I have lots of children, so it'll get done fast. Okay, you want me to ring it? Okay, I have 3 bowls. I'm gonna do one the girls are sharing. And then I just had them use their old toothbrushes. I mean, because they're ready for new ones anyway.
Mommy.
Hold on, I'm making another one.
Ooh. It's fizzling.
So,
That's mine, Mommy.
the little one's yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The medium-sized one is mine.
Okay.
Is this one ready? Can I mix?
Hold on. Let it finish activating. So, yeah, what was I saying? I'm using their old toothbrushes so that we're going to replace them anyway before bed. All I did was a little bit of vinegar, maybe like a 1/4 cup, a couple squirts of, this is Dawn dish detergent, and 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder.
Mine's right.
Baking soda, not baking powder. Baking soda, so it kind of makes this like paste. And then I just take the toothbrush and kind of mix it around.
Can I mix it?
And scrub, and as you mix it, it kind of makes more and more. No, leave it. The bubbles will start to go down.
Yeah, but it's still growing. Kind of.
Yeah, gently. Here, mix this one, Mama.
It's still growing, I think.
And then you just scrub. And you can see how dirty it is.
Gonna drip.
And I mean, it's not, we only have done just like a few squares over there, but you know, it's better than what it was. Huh? No, hold on. I'm gonna give it to you.
Mommy, this is so.
Okay, still going. The big girls, Autumn went to bed, but the big girls are still wanting to do this, so, you know.
So fun. I want to do it the whole entire night.
Oh my gosh, I can't complain. Cannot complain. Andres found me this boar bristle type brush and it works a lot better. So you can see like how dirty that is. I just dip it in my solution, scrub it, and you can see all that dirt just coming out. Now, will this be perfect? Bella, go over there, Mama. Go. Go lay down. Certainly not perfect, but I guarantee you it'll look a whole lot better than it once did. I should have taken a before and after picture, but you guys can see how filthy that, like, look at how dirty that one is. This one, it's probably one of the dirtiest. And just giving it a little bit of elbow grease. And then I'm just switching out a washcloth with some warm, clean water. And I just take it so that the dirt doesn't settle in and wipe it off. And look at the difference. Can you see that difference? Insane. With just a little elbow grease will get you. And this is even still wet. I've done all the way from that back corner to there. And I'm working my way out right now.
Still wet?
And they're not, this is a little bit wet from like right here on. But look, let me do this one. Boom. Magic. Magic. Well, hard work actually. Scrubbing. I'm not going to be able to do the whole floor tonight, but if I can even just get this little portion done, it'll make my life a lot easier. And then eventually, when all the businesses are up and running again, we'll be for sure supporting a small business to get them steamed. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and like I said, just haven't pulled the trigger.
Can I please have the water?
Yes, here.
Thank you, I won't spill it.
Okay, good. So, you know, we're just gonna keep going. Okay, we're trying it this way. See if this works a little bit better. Sprinkled the, I almost called it baby powder, baking soda. I have a bottle of pure vinegar, and we're gonna spray all of it to activate it. Andres did this and it worked. It was way quicker and it worked really good. So, okay, let's see that brush, baby. What is it behind me? Oh no, should I use the big one? Okay, well, let's try it. Hey, you want to record me? I mean, that's a lot harder. No, this is not going to work. I think it needs more vinegar.
You need to be close, like we sprayed it from far, so it's like.
Yeah, it's bubbling a lot better. Hello. It's hard work. Okay, moment of truth, because I'm not as strong as you are. So we'll see if it actually worked for me.
It works, Mommy.
Boom! Think it worked as good as yours?
Yes.
You think?
Yeah, you just wet. When it wants to dry, when it's supposed to dry.
Okay, so this will be the project to finish for tomorrow. This side of the island is super dirty. All the way from like here around the island. But this is what we did today. This side, it actually looks darker on camera than what it does in person. It looks super light in person compared to what it was. And then I stopped here. So, and then the girls did kind of in and out of a bunch of tiles. You can kind of tell, like this one hasn't been done, but this one has been done over here. So I'll have to go back and kind of spot do. But they did an amazing job. They worked so well together. I wasn't going to tell them no. They were just really careful. They did a really good job. Again, some like here, the high traffic areas, they didn't completely get it up, but again, it's gonna look a million times better than it did. And it also sanitizes everything and just disinfects and gets it all clean. Yay. It's late, it's almost 1 a.m. I just got the vlog up. I don't know, my life has just been not even on a time schedule lately. Pretty much the entire break that the girls have had, even probably a couple weeks before that, I've had such a hard time going to bed early. Every night I'm up 1, 2 a.m. and I'm just not getting enough sleep. I go to bed late, I wake up at a decent time, and some days I drag, some days I don't. I don't know what the heck's going on. And my eating has been so bad, you guys. I'm eating all my quarantine snacks. I mean, not really like eating all the snacks, but I feel like that. I feel like I've just been snacky all day. I don't really want to sit down for a meal. When we do have a meal, I have like a little tiny portion because I'd rather have a snack in an hour than eat a huge meal and not eat the rest of the night, you know. And I'm just like, oh God, it's gonna be awful weighing tomorrow, awful. And I started my period today, and so I just feel like already bloated and craving chocolate and all the typical things, you know. Have the news on in the background, and the rest is in there snoring. I'm actually about to go up to bed. He has to be to work early in the morning. And yeah, I have to do schoolwork and all that good stuff with the girls. So I'm going to call it a vlog. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.